The last two semi-final places were up for grabs at the BNP Paribas Open on Thursday, and there were some intriguing contests for the Indian Wells crown to savour. Not least because US hopeful Sloane Stephens was looking to take a step closer to her first ever WTA title. But standing in her way was a player also charting unfamiliar territory. Flavia Pennetta was aiming to become the first ever Italian to make it to the last full stage here in the desert. There may have been 12 years between these players, but there was little to separate them in terms of power, as Pennetta not only held control of her service games, but a firm backhand allowed her to break in the 7th game to take a 4-3 lead. The Italian raced through the gears as she closed in on the opening set, but the 17th seed was able to put the brakes on as it was handed to her on a plate 6-4. After losing serve in the opening game of the second set, Stephens responded immediately with a break of her own. The home support sensed a fight back as the 20-year-old fended off a break in the 7th game with this stunner. Indeed, there was no looking back for Stephens as a fierce shot down the line helped her towards a set-winning break of serve. And so into a decider, and the match was to blow another course as the desert winds began to rip through Stadium 1. After breaking in the second game, Stephens took command with a 3-love lead. But Pennetta managed the blustery conditions and the pressure far more convincingly, breaking to love in the 9th game to lead 5-4. Stephens grew frustrated in the unpredictable wind, handing over 3 match points as the world number 18 struggled to find her range when it mattered most. Pennetta saw off the fading challenge to secure the decider 6-4. America's hopes at Indian Wells now gone with the wind. With the elite feeling the heat so far in this tournament, a cool head was just what top seed Li needed when she stepped out against Dominika Cibulkova earlier in the day. But after the opening 3 games went against serve, Li struggled to prevent Cibulkova from making that 4. However, she did just enough to hold serve and take a 3-1 lead. Any fears that nerves would get the better of Li were soon put to one side, as the 32-year-old composed herself to claim a 5-3 advantage. That presented the chance to break for the opening set, which Li claimed 6-3 in typically composed fashion. Cibulkova showed she was made of sterner stuff in the second. Some commanding play, which helped the 24-year-old race into a 5-1 lead, suggested the match was heading for a decider. But back came Li once again, who claimed 3 successive games to make it 5-4. However, Cibulkova was in no mood to waste her chance, and she duly served out the second set. But the 12th seed found Li in vengeful mood at the start of the third, as her Chinese opponent broke in the first game. She then had to fight bravely to stave off no fewer than 5 break points in the 4th game, as Cibulkova held serve to prevent Li racing to the finish line. It remained a tight affair with both players reeling off winners. However, Li broke when it mattered as Cibulkova's resistance eventually crumbled, the top seed clinching the match 6-3, 4-6, 6-3.
I was really happy I can win the match. I was feeling it's pretty tough match and also a good challenge for myself.
So what a semi-final lineup in prospect on Friday. It's the battle of the 2 senior heads as Pennetta and Li fight for a place in Sunday's showpiece. The Italian will be hoping for calmer conditions against the number 1 seed.
Of course, tomorrow is going to be a really tough match for me because we play almost in the same way, but she's more powerful than me. So I have to be really aggressive and try to push her a little bit far away from the best line, and I will try my best and I hope to play a little better.
Playing for the right to face Eva veteran will be Agnieszka Radwanska and Simone Halep. With 38 WTA titles between all 4 of them, the semi-final lineup is certain to serve up a thrilling finale.